Okay, so in 3 weeks I'm becoming a dad for the first time. And to be honest, it doesn't fully feel real. The weird thing is that most of the time nothing really feels different. And although we know what's coming for over 7, 8 months...
Je moet 2 streepjes zien.
Ja. Ik denk het wel, dan.
Wat vond je ervan? Ja. Kan. Mandy?
As a man, the closer the deadline gets, the more it dawns on me. There's no way back.
Dat is wel positief, hè?
Ja, ik dacht hij zou zeggen, niet aan beginnen, maar kan u niet meer terug?
De diesel is duurder dan de benzine.
Kontje.
From the moment a sperm fertilizes an egg, the body of a woman starts to change. And every step of the development of a new human being is processed by the female body. As men, we are just mostly bystanders. We did our job and now all we can do is to be supportive.
Wat vertellen? Deze week was ook zwaar voor jou, hè?
Maybe I'm lucky because Mandy's pregnancy seems to be going very well so far. She has barely been nauseous. For a couple of months she had porn star tits. And as a bonus, her monthly period has been hiding somewhere in her uterus. So lucky for me, I don't have to put in a lot of effort to be supportive.
Valt best wel mee.
Ik ben benieuwd hoe ver we zijn.
But there's one thing I can actually do. As a man, it's my duty to prepare our little den, so that when the baby comes, we are well prepared. We live in a small apartment without a separate bedroom, so there's actually not a lot to prepare. The biggest improvements I needed to make were actually practical and space-driven.
Hier stond een dressoir, die hebben we weggehaald, zodat daar straks een co-sleeper kan staan.
We needed new closets so that all the clothes we already got from our friends and family have a space inside the house.
En we hebben 2 nieuwe kasten. Maar het probleem van deze kast, als je het zo ziet, denk je, oké, mooi. Maar helaas past de kast niet helemaal op de plek. En waarom niet? Is omdat het bed niet meer naar rechts kan, vanwege dit hoekje, die tegen de schuine wand zit. En vanwege dit bedframe, dat ongeveer 10 centimeter breed is. Waardoor de kast hier in de knel komt. Dus, wat hebben we gedaan? We hebben een nieuw bed gekocht. En een voorwaarde van het bed is dat er ruimte is om onder spullen op te bergen. Omdat we nogal weinig ruimte hebben.
Mijn taak voor nu is om een nieuw bed te installeren. And besides building things for the baby, talks with friends and family are also small moments that you are reminded of becoming a future dad. People say things like, oh, we always talk about the female, for how it's for her, being pregnant and becoming a mom. Then my friends also ask me, like, for you as a man, how does it feel to become a dad? And are you ready for it? And to be honest, I'm always a little bit insecure about what to say. Don't get me wrong, I'm excited to becoming a dad, I'm excited to take on this task with Mandy. And I'm happy that we are blessed with the opportunity to become parents.
Wow, die hand is echt heel duidelijk.
Onze zoon.
Super duidelijk.
But if I speak broadly for, I think, men in general, for most men, I think, the actually day-to-day life just goes on. And I think that's probably until the day when the baby is born. And that day, I hear a lot of men describe it as the most beautiful day in their lives. And I expect to be able to say the same after, of course, the first week or so after we found a rhythm. Because I can imagine that the first couple of nights are like crazy. But we will see.
Ja, nu even je vader is een boxershort.
However, there was actually one moment that made my heart skip a beat. Whenever we buy newborn outfits or are gifted things, we wash them before we put them in the new cabinets.
Allemaal babykleedjes.
Zoveel al.
Ik heb ze ook allemaal gelabeld op maat. Heel veel gekregen hoor. Ik heb alleen wat rompertjes zelf gekocht en een paar kleertjes.
And while I was hanging his new clothes to dry, I had this very strange emotion. It was like feeling intensely in love, but then with someone I haven't actually met yet. Butterflies, but also some tension. So it's like having to give a presentation for a crowd. So on the one hand, you are excited, you feel the tension, but there's also insecurity. That's the feeling I had at that moment. And I can imagine to have this exact same emotion for the first couple of days or maybe weeks when our new son is born.
Hey, toekomstige papa. Van een?
Jongen.
Ja.
Het wordt dus een jongen.
Nou, superleuk.
Dat is heel spannend. Nu wordt het een soort van echt of zo.
Ja.
And I think that feeling is probably going to fade over time. Not that I won't love my son, but the emotion, the sensation you have when you are like deeply in love for the first time, I think that moment, the feeling will always fade.
Ik weet zeker dat hij er heel lekker mee kan slapen zo.
Hij is echt heel leuk. Oh, dat denk ik ook.
But I think not only the feeling will fade, but also unfortunately the memories will fade. And to think about it, that's a little bit sad. So you're only becoming a father for the first time, one time ever in your life. So this is a moment I want to remember as long as I can.
We genieten samen.
But the good thing is that we live in a very digital time and that we can make videos like this. And I think photos and videos capture a moment in time so that maybe even if the emotion fades, the memories are still there. And I think even with videos you can even better capture the emotion and the feeling you had then. So yeah, videos and photos will stay forever as long as there's enough storage space in the world. We can never be sure what's going to happen in 50 years, but let's assume that in the far future there's still storage space, YouTube is still existing, and these videos are still somewhere. Or on a hard disk, or somewhere in the cloud, or maybe on a data center on the moon. Whatever. And the biggest reason to start making videos again is because from time to time I look back at my old videos and they always bring like very happy memories and a smile. So every year, every 5 years, life changes a lot. The world changes a lot, and these videos are a way of capturing the moments and the things I thought at that time, the things how they were, the things I've learned, and the moments we shared. And I want these moments to last forever. The good ones and also sometimes the bad ones. I want to remember this feeling I have right now, 1 or 2 weeks before becoming a dad for the first time. I want to be able to see where we were, like here in our tiny home, and I want to see that somehow everything turned out just right.